Physics education in the UK is standing on a dangerous precipice, and the stakes couldn't be higher. According to a revealing survey from the Institute of Physics, IOP, a staggering 1 in 4 university physics departments may be forced to shut their doors within the next 2 years due to mounting financial strain. But here's where it gets controversial. While nearly 26% of department heads warn of impending closure, 60% anticipate drastic cutbacks in courses, signaling that the entire landscape of physics education is under severe threat. Perhaps even more alarming, 4 out of 5 departments admit to reducing staff numbers. Many are exploring mergers and consolidating resources, an approach that leading physicists say could undermine the country's long-term scientific strength. Let's pause here. Is it better to keep fewer, larger departments, or will this rob certain regions and student groups of fair chances to study physics? Most people miss how deeply this could impact talent pipelines and regional equality. One anonymous head of physics shared that their university currently faces a £30 million deficit, with hiring frozen and staff morale at rock bottom. Yet faculty continue to deliver lessons, juggling increased workloads against decreasing resources. The comment? We are close to breaking point. Bold words, but do they reflect a wider crisis in UK academia? Professor Daniel Thomas, who chairs the IOP's Heads of Physics Forum and leads the University of Portsmouth's Physics Department, emphasized the gravity of the findings. Physics, he explains, forms the backbone of technological progress, from quantum science and photonics to space exploration, climate technologies, data science, defense, and nuclear energy. Each relies on skilled physicists, and losing the ability to educate them risks jeopardizing Britain's global leadership in these fields. The IOP isn't just sounding the alarm, they're urgently calling for government intervention. Irreversible damage can be avoided, they argue, if the government provides immediate financial lifelines to struggling departments and sets up an early warning system to identify and support universities at risk. They also urge reforms to international student recruitment to ease financial pressure. Looking further ahead, the IOP advocates for a complete overhaul in higher education funding models, pointing out that universities currently lack support for bearing the full costs of teaching cornerstone subjects like physics. Is it time to rethink how we fund strategically important disciplines? Sir Keith Burnett, IOP president and former physics chair at Oxford University, issued a stark warning. Ignoring these signs would be negligent. We are walking towards a cliff edge. But could swift action prevent a calamity that would devastate an entire generation of physicists? Funding erosion and decreasing numbers of international students are cited as key drivers of the crisis. And this is the part most people miss. Smaller departments stand to vanish, causing a concentration of physics teaching in a handful of locations and shutting out students, especially from disadvantaged backgrounds, from the discipline altogether. Does this not challenge the very mission of broadening educational opportunity? In response, the government points to increased investment. Funding for public research and innovation will grow by over £22.5 billion a year by 2029-30, and a total of £86 billion until 2030 will back RD at UK universities. But is this enough to offset the rising costs and pressures on individual physics departments? Here's the discussion. Should physics continue to be a priority in higher education funding, even as budgets get tighter? Is merging departments a solution or a setback for Britain's scientific future? Where do you stand? Should government do more, or are universities themselves responsible for adapting? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a debate that affects the future of science and society alike.